What up, YouTube? It's your boy FREDTHECORP. I'm back. This video is about 2012 fantasy football help, draft advice. Be covering a few sleepers and just general sensation that football is back, and I'll let you guys in on how I feel about things. First of all, it's been incredible. Long off season. As you know, right now we're in August, so that means that it's preseason and football is upon us. Therefore, it's my duty and it's my job to help you get ready to do the best draft possible in your league, whether it's 10 or 12-man league, PPR, non-PPR. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been rocking with me for the last 3 years, all my loyal fans and subjectives. Just want to say that it makes me very proud to be able to do what I do and to help you guys make it to your Super Bowls or win your Super Bowls every year with my advice and my information. I do a lot of studying, so that's why I call myself the fantasy guru. I'm good at what I do. Me personally, I went to the Super Bowl in both of my leagues last year. I won a Super Bowl in one league and I lost the Super Bowl solely because Drew Brees threw that last touchdown pass to Darren Sproles for the record. Other than that, I would have won that league too. But you win some, you lose some. Nobody never remembers the loser, only the winner. So that's just how life is. But first of all, I just want to let everybody know, if you're new and you're watching this, I do have on Facebook, we have a group where a lot of us individuals, we help each other out. We give information, what to do, who to drop, who to sit, and people just do a general sensation of how you feel their team is doing, or if they did a mock draft, or just football in general. Alright, today. Now, I'm going to name some players who I feel I need to elaborate on and discuss furthermore in detail, because these are players that I know everybody are wondering, like, where do you take this guy? Or what part of the draft should this guy go in? Now, first I'm going to start off with Peyton Manning. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering, like, should I take Peyton Manning in, like, the first round? Which is, don't do that, because that's just ridiculous. Should I take Peyton Manning in the second round? Me, personally, I say don't do that either, because quarterbacks are so deep that, seriously, like, the need to get Peyton Manning is not that, it's just not that much of a demand. Now, for me personally, I would start thinking about getting Peyton Manning, me, FREDTHECORP, probably about 5th round. Other than that, I'm not in a big hurry to get him. Obviously, you know that me personally, if I had a choice to draft any quarterback, it would be Tom Brady, because he's the sure thing, and he's gonna get you for almost 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns every year. He's the new Peyton Manning. So that's pretty much it for that. And Adrian Peterson. Now, AP all day, AP. Where would you take this guy at? Me, FREDTHECORP, personally, I would not take him in the first round. Now, that's not saying that somebody in your league who's going to draft him in the first round, but if you're drafting with guys that's going to take Adrian Peterson in the first round, I would be happy. Because, first of all, AP, he's probably not going to play the first 2 or 3 games, which is good, because, I mean, if someone else drafts him in the first round, that means that they left a guy out, like, and they left somebody good out, like potentially Calvin Johnson, somebody left on the board for you to snag up in the second round, depending on how your draft goes. I would draft Adrian Peterson maybe in the second round, pick 7 and back, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I can't draft him in the second round, pick 6 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't do that in the second round because there's too much good players left on the board at that time for you to pass up on them to get a guy who's not 100%. And that's including Chris Johnson. I mean, if you got Chris Johnson in the second round at picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or if you got him at picks 8, 9, 10, you gotta take him. I mean, can't pass up on CJ2K. He's gonna have a good year this year because he's been in camp, no holdout, and he's 1 year with the new offensive coordinator. Now, also too, I want to talk about Calvin Johnson, Megatron, Detroit Lions. Madden curse. Are you scared? Are you not? Me personally, I'm not too scared because over the last few years, the Madden curse has affected the player on the front cover in a lot of like non-football ways, like outside of football, not really injury-wise. That's not to say that Calvin Johnson won't get hurt at some point of the year. But if you're in the first round and you're picked 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I mean, obviously, if he's next on the board, you can't pass up on Calvin Johnson. I mean, if you want to win and you have any common sense or just anything, you need to take Calvin Johnson in the first round and at one of those picks. Now, I won't. On me personally, I wouldn't draft Calvin Johnson before 5 in the first round. There's just too many good running backs. Now, let's see. Now on to my sleepers. Sorry about my message ringtone. Now, I do have some sleepers, some guys who I feel like a little undervalued, you know, didn't do so good last year, you know. A few things going on with the team, coaching changes, you know how the NFL is. The first one is Jay Cutler. Now, I know Chicago Bears fans think that I'm the anti-Jay Cutler guy, but, you know, I give props where it's due, and, you know, the guy does have a phenomenal arm. He may not have a heart, but he does have an arm. You don't need a heart in football. You need an arm. So, he's a football player. I feel like Cutler, with the addition of Brandon Marshall, also Brandon Marshall's feeling like this year is the year for him. He's like, he's never felt so good in his life. So, I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, let me stop. But Jay Cutler should do good. He's healthy. There's no excuses. The Bears' defense is good. They should be on the field a lot, their offense. I'm feeling good for Jay Cutler this year. Also, too, that's what I'm saying. If you're in the first round, second round, third round, get you some good running backs, you know, because the running backs, they falling off this year. After a few running backs, there's a big fall off. So later on, you can always get a quarterback because you got a guy named Phillip Rivers who will be available to you. I'm telling you, Phillip Rivers should be available in the 5th and 6th round. 7th round possibly for you to snag up. Him and Eli Manning. I would not waste no time to get one of those two guys. And you get them late, so you don't have to, there's no feeling like you need to rush to hurry up and get a quarterback at the beginning of the round. Phillip Rivers will do good. He is an elite quarterback. He's been in the same team for forever. He knows the offense. He will do good. I mean, he doesn't have the same weapons, no Vincent Jackson, but he does have Robert Meacham, Big Meach. Now, on to Tampa Bay. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We drafted a running back, Doug Martin, out of Boise State. I do feel like he will, at some point of the year, become the starter. As of right now, LeGarrette Blount is number 1 on the Bucs depth chart. But I seriously would recommend you draft Doug Martin. But I wouldn't rush on getting him so early. I will see if he's around about 8th round, 8th or 9th round. Because if you drafted him anywhere before that, you could be possibly missing out on a good wide receiver or a good tight end. So just wait on him. Back to what I was saying. Now, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, he's I know he's a little banged up right now, but he should be healthy by week 1. I would recommend drafting Antonio Brown. He's going to be a sure number 2 wide receiver on anybody's fantasy team. There's a lot of balls to go around in Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown will get a lot of catches every game. I'm talking about, I think he'll get like 9 to 10 targets a game. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, Mike Wallace is still holding out. He's still not even signed the contract, and the owner said there really is no contract. So who knows what's going on? You want the short thing in Pittsburgh? Take Antonio Brown. Now on to Jacksonville, the Jaguars. Obviously, the Jaguars, me and you both, we can't name 3 people on the offense besides Maurice Jones-Drew. I just said Maurice Jones-Drew. That is 3 people. But besides Maurice Jones-Drew, can you name 3 people on the Jaguars offense? So, therefore, by me saying that, I recommend you draft Justin Blackmon. He will get a lot of targets. I'm talking about like, and you can play him as a wide receiver number 2, or you can play him as a number 3. But he will have some breakout games. I mean, you can't do bad in every game. But if you check Jacksonville's schedule, they got a soft schedule. So I recommend drafting Justin Blackmon. He's going to see a lot of targets from Blaine Gabbert. Now, I don't know if so much if this guy is a sleeper, but Reggie Bush, he went over 1,000 yards, and he had 4 100-yard games in 1 month. Now, I don't know where he came from last year, what Reggie Bush that was, but he seemed rejuvenated. And obviously, in this offseason, he's already been slept on, and seems to be, people already talking about that rookie they drafted. Man, Reggie Bush is the man in the 305. Best believe that. Reggie Bush will see a lot of passes thrown his way and a lot of handoffs. If you're in a PPR league, Reggie Bush is gold. I'm talking about gold. You need him on your team. Me personally, I wouldn't draft Reggie Bush to about the 4th round. I mean, 3rd round, I mean, depending on how the draft is going, if it's running back heavy, you may have to reach for him in the 3rd. But I would not go, I would just wait till about the 4th round. Now, there's been a guy that's been out the league for a while. There's actually 2 guys I like to talk about. Now, Randy Moss on the 49ers. I don't know. He may need to go undrafted. If you waste a valuable draft pick taking Randy Moss, because you got to realize this is not 09 Randy Moss, 08 Randy Moss. This is 2012 Randy Moss. This is Randy Moss who essentially hasn't done anything in 2 years. So you need to be careful before you pick Randy Moss up. And don't be reaching for him. Don't reach for Randy Moss. And another guy, Terrell Owens. Mr. I just ran a 4.4 for the Seahawks. Now, no hate against T.O., but he's 39 or whatever, and he's like 2 or 3 years removed out of the NFL. Yes, he's still fast. Probably still got good hands. But the game of the speed of the game changes so much when you're out of it. And to catch back up, you need excess more years. I just don't see T.O. having more years to catch up to the speed of the NFL. Now, he's on the Seahawks. You may need to draft T.O., but I will wait till about the last round of the draft to pick him up. Do not reach any more than the last round, like 14th round or something. Don't reach anymore. A tight end that's a sleeper right now. He didn't do so good last year. And the Packers, they just completely fell off. Their defense was like 32nd. Jermichael Finley. He has Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you. When I say he has Aaron Rodgers, you need to seriously draft Jermichael Finley. If he's on the board in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, after Rob Gronkowski, after Aaron Hernandez, after Jimmy Graham, after all these guys are drafted, the next best available tight end will be Jermichael Finley. And you got to realize, when the team has a good quarterback, the chances of the tight end success is duplicated by 1,000,000. So I want you to think about that. and one other guy, Owen Daniels. Matt Schaub is back, healthy. A healthy Matt Schaub means an explosive Owen Daniels. Owen Daniels will see a lot of passes coming this way. He will catch a lot of passes, and he's on a trigger. He's on a good team. And their offensive line, to me personally, none to the best in the league. The Texans' offensive line is just beast. So there will be a lot of passes caught from Owen Daniels. So I would draft him if I get a chance. Yeah. Now what I want everybody to do is, I want everybody to hit me up, message me. Let me know about your mock drafts and stuff, because I need to get you right. Do some mock drafts. You should not be doing your actual physical draft until the 3rd week of preseason or Labor Day weekend. You know, because you want to wait until the longest period of time to draft injuries. Because injuries. Never you want to draft an injured guy. And then week 1, your team is decimated by injuries because y'all did y'all fantasy football draft in week 2. That's a big no-no. FREDTHECORP does not approve of that. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy. So I need everybody to message me. All new people, I need you to join my Facebook page and let me help you win this championship. Help you win this money, because that's what I do. I'm FREDTHECORP. I'm the fantasy guru, man. I will be having more videos coming to you soon. 2012, baby. It's your boy FREDTHECORP, man. Peace.